Hello. Hi chat. I feel nervous today. I've got like a feeling of adrenaline because it's been weeks. How long has it been? Let's remind ourselves when I last streamed. The 5th of February, guys, was my last stream. So that has been 1, 2, just slightly over 3 weeks. And I had no idea I was going to be gone for so long. I was a fool. I thought I could design a website in a whole weekend. I was a fool. A website, just so you know guys, if you want to create it properly and spend time on it, it's going to take you at least probably around a month. I'm sure there are shortcuts if you want to get something done super quick. Then it probably would only take a few days, but I kind of did it like sort of from scratch. I had a theme as a base, but I redesigned that whole theme. So it did take a lot of time. There's silly bugs always happening as well, as it always does. So that sometimes delayed me too. Look at you, I totally did forget how you looked. Yeah, I forgot how I looked as well. To be honest, it's been far too long. It has 3 weeks. It feels like yeah, you know what? It feels even longer than that. It feels like more like 2 months. And I just checked our last live announcement on Discord, and it was the 5th of Feb. So there you go. Yeah, I thought it could be. I thought I would just be off on the Friday. If we look at, I rewatched the end of the last VOD earlier because I like to see what track we left off on that Final Fantasy music playlist that we have in the background, and I was like, I'll be back on Monday, I'm just having Friday off, and that didn't happen. If you've been checking the Discord, if you've been keeping your eye on it, you'll see that I was like, okay, we're streaming again next week. No, actually, no, it's the week after. No, it's this. Yep. It's very hard to like predict when something's going to be done, because sometimes something holds you up, and I might be a bit more careful with giving deadlines in the future. And you know, it's one of those weird things because it's also our 100th stream today, and I purposely wanted the website launch to be on our 100th stream. That was like the plan. So that was another reason why I couldn't stream until the website had been done. I could have easily still done my Monday to Thursday and then just done the website while I was off stream, but we wouldn't have had the special 100th celebration for the stream. And also, in a way, I'm kind of glad I completely focused on that, because it would have been very difficult to multitask between the website, the streaming, and the game itself as well. And I don't think it would have been done as early as it is now. It probably wouldn't have been able to be launched until about April or so if I was streaming and doing Raindrop Chronicles at the same time. But this way, I at least got it. I've got it done, and it's a good job done, because now you guys can check our website, and also new people that come in the stream and are curious about the project. It's probably going to be, well, it is going to be the best way for them to be informed about the game. And I really wanted to show it off. The website, we're gonna if you've like put the address in Chrome or whatever you use, you'll see that the coming soon screen's still up. But we will get that on very soon. I'm very excited and nervous. Making a website from scratch, it takes really long, yeah. And I would say like I did it from scratch. Like I didn't have a white page to begin, like to start off with the whole thing. I did have a base theme, and I redesigned the website around that theme. But if I looked at the original theme now, it looks nothing like how the website looks now. So it all got completely changed. And oh my god, thank you Chen for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Good to meet you. Today's a special stream. we're launching our website for our game today. So stick around if you're interested to see it. And today we're going to just really, I think I want to show you the website first of all. We'll have a look at it properly. We're going to talk about what the plans are regarding the website. And I also want to do a tweet. I want to do a promo tweet for the website. And I'm thinking I was going to just take a screenshot, but it doesn't do it justice. So I was thinking of actually doing a short video. I did do a recording of the website, screen capture recording. So we can always put together a short little video and put up a tweet. And other than that, just chill, have a party. We're not going to do any actual RPG Maker Raindrop Chronicles stuff today. We're going to get back into that next week. So it's all going to be, we're going to just have a nice chill chatting website celebration related stream today. Neffel, how you doing? It's so good to see you. How are you doing, Neffel? You've been missed. Everybody's been missed. And thank you all for being here. I thought you'd all forget about me. So it's good to see you all. It's always lovely. 100th, yes. It's really crazy, don't you think? 100 whole streams of this project now. I mean, I started this in 2019. Well, I kind of came up with the idea right at the end of 2018, and I made the custom hero thing as an experiment in 2018 before the game actually begun and before I started thinking about really streaming it. But then in 2019, around the spring, that was when I decided to start streaming it. And so it's not been quite a year of doing this content. I think it was April. It'll be a year in April. And we've had a few, there's been a time particularly somewhere it was a lot slower because I went on holes and I was only streaming once a week at one point. But since September, we've been doing 4 times a week. And I've only had this break for the website making and also a Christmas little break too. And basically now we're going to be consistent again. There's no reason to have any time off unless something big happens, of course. So we'll be back to our normal 4 days a week schedule starting from Monday. Monday to Thursday again, everyone. Friday, I know it's Friday today, don't usually stream on Fridays, but this week I am because I didn't want to make you guys wait till Monday. I wanted this launched, I want to get it out of the way. And so I thought, yeah, we might as well just do a Friday stream this week, considering I haven't streamed for a few weeks. Might as well. And it was wow. Last night, I'll admit I pulled an all-nighter basically. Surprised I don't look half asleep. But it's not like what I would call 100% done. The mobile version is much more simplified than the desktop version. So if any of you guys are on mobiles only, then you will see a main page and you'll see the main bits, like what I want you all to say, because the main page has, that's the bit that shows it off. So you'll see all that on mobile and tablet and stuff, and desktop, of course. Desktop looks more fancy though than how it does on mobile. But other than that, on mobile you can't go onto any sub pages or see any of the things that extra that you can see on desktop right now, and the reason for that is just because of time. It would have probably added another week or at least onto the website development to do all that for mobile. It's a very, very big job, and I'm not saying never. Like, what I'm planning to do for now is just keep the mobile version the simplified, and I've got Google Analytics, so I'm going to see how big the mobile audience is, and if it's something that's of a high demand, I will do all the other pages on mobile too. The fact is though, you can't play Raindrop Chronicles without a PC, a desktop, because it's not going to be available to play on phone or iPad or anything. So, you know, the audience itself that are going to be playing the game will all have a desktop or, you know, a laptop, you know. So yeah, that's the only thing. I had to simplify the mobile version and hide some of the pages. So is there anything else I want to say before we start? Let me have a think. I'm sure there's a few things. Never forget about you. Yay. Well, that's lovely. Appreciate you guys. 100 streams, almost 5-6 hours each. That's according to my quick maths. A lot of a hecking time. Yeah, it's crazy when you think of how many hours has been put into it. But you know what? We haven't even got anywhere close to what this project is going to be. By the end, who knows how many streams that'll have been. I'm talking 4 figures here, everybody. This is you know, we've only made one quest of the game, but let's take this in small steps, shall we? It's something that Twitch is very important to me. Streaming's very important to me. It's a part of my life. Couldn't imagine not streaming. I'd be lonely. But I don't know, like, 'cause it's my social outlet. So, you know, if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't be streaming. Because I decided to not stream games anymore. So, you know, this is an ongoing thing for God knows how long. You know, it's going to carry on until we feel the right time to stop is, really. We don't know prediction on how many episodes it's going to be yet or how long the game is. It's just going to be something we do as long as we all enjoy it together, and obviously me as well, where my life goes. But it's something that I want to. It's all Twitch for me. So hi Zevry Bacon, how you doing? Welcome back to the stream. It's good to see you again. How are you? Have you guys been? I hope you've all had a good few weeks. Anyway, I've been rambling on about me, but how about all of you? Told you not to do that, young lady. I said, take the time you needed. Yeah, it would have got to me if I had any more time off. I've been very, very impatient to get back to streaming, and every delay I've given to do this website has been very frustrating because I'm like, I want to stream, but it's so, I feel like this website's everything. Like, without the website, it's far more difficult to show off this project and what it's all about, because it's quite niche and unique. A lot of people might come in and maybe not get it. I mean, it's been great, a lot of people have, and that's awesome, but I just want to push it even more, so even more people are impressed by what they see. And I feel like the website is definitely the place to do that, and it's easy. I can just make a bot command with the website and people can see. So that silly FAQ page on Google Docs that I always linked you guys to, instead of looking at that, you'll be looking at website. And I would say the website's a fancy version of that, probably. Oracle, thank you so much for the 200 bitties. I appreciate that. You guys are very kind. Appreciate that. Let's have some hypo in chat for those bitties, everybody. And Azriel is 100 bits earlier as well. You guys are the best. Good to see your adorable face again. Oh, there's a plus 40 bitties there, I see. I didn't realise there's a bonus thing going on. Hope you're well as well, Oracle. Hope you've been doing good. And yeah, you guys are reminded again what my face is. I love how my face just fits perfectly in this bat, you know. It really does. Good head rest, good chin rest. So yeah, I'm rambling on, and I'm just hyping it up. I want to make sure as many people are here as possible before we do the unveiling. So I'm just rambling on about things. And oh yes, something very interesting happened yesterday. This is unrelated to streams or the game or anything like that, but somebody tried to scam me and it didn't work. I am too clever for that. But it was so bad. Like, what happened is, because my mum got a call saying that they were our internet provider, and they said that basically our internet was going to get turned off, and because they had some issues. And my mum was like, oh no, you can't do that, like my daughter's like working on this project, it's really important to her, you can't turn the internet off. And she told me, and this was like 7 a.m. by the way, and I'd only just gone to bed because I've been pulling all-nighters, and I was shattered, I was a zombie. And my mum was like, oh, the internet's going off, and I was like, what? No. And she passed the phone to me, and he was like, yeah, your internet's going off, you're gonna get hackers if you don't let us work on this, so we gotta do it. And I was like, can you just let me know? I was like half asleep. I was like, can you just let me know how long it's going to be off for? Because if it's just an hour, I don't really mind. I can wait. But if it's going to be all day, I really would rather you not. And he was like, oh, well, if you don't want your internet going off, then do this now on your computer, and we won't need to do anything, your internet will be fine. And I was like, oh, do I have to do this? And I was like desperate, I don't want to. So I turned on my computer, and he was like instructing me what to do, and he like made me type in this address, and immediately I was like, can you tell me more about this address that I'm typing in, please? Because it was weird. It wasn't like, because with our internet provider, usually when we have any issues with the internet, they take us to this, they give us this link to type in the bar, and it shows everything in the hub or whatever. And I don't know what it is, it's a bit technical for me, but there is like somewhere they usually take us when there's any technical things. But this website wasn't that, so it was just some random. And I was like, look, and he says, just click that download button on the link to the website. I was like, I'm not downloading anything, because I was like, I want to know what this is all about. And he was so vague, and then he got mad. He was like, he was like saying, you've got to just click that download button. I was like, this is really not professional in the slightest. I was like, I says, I'm a bit suspicious, to be honest, and I don't think you're my internet provider. You're a scammer. Goodbye. Oh my god, I felt badass. But yeah, it was just ridiculous. In a way, I'm glad he was just a scammer, because I didn't want my internet off. But it just makes me feel a bit sick that people are out there doing stuff like that. And we did find our internet provider after and reported this person, and they were like, yes, this has happened a lot of times. We've had people call in who've actually had money taken out their banks because of these people. Because what they do is they make you download like screen recording stuff. It records your screen, and yeah, it's really disgusting. It's the perfect bat, it is. I hate scammers, they are scum, yeah. Got them, yeah. I felt like really sick to my stomach afterwards. The fact that I even spoke to a criminal like that. It makes me sick. I don't like it. But I felt good that I caught him. Couldn't fool me. Can't make me click it. Welcome back, Code Mora. Thank you for the welcome back. How are you doing? It's good to see you. I've been just rambling on about my scammer. So, yeah, didn't work, can't scam me. Okay, so folks, I think I've said all I need to. We can get ready for the launch. I think we got peeps here that are very excited probably to see this website. They might be getting very patient right now. So, let me put the address in. If you click that link, you will just see a coming soon page right now. And that has been there since November, I believe. I've got a dry throat, so let's get a little bit of drink. Hi, Jiray, how are you doing? It's good to see you. You guys are awesome. Thank you for being here. So that is our address, Raindrop RPG. And the website, like I'm going to say again, the mobile, you can look on mobile, but it won't be the full website on mobile. It's a limited version of what's on the big screen. But it works, like, you know, everything fits. It's not ugly or anything on mobile. But unfortunately, then I need more time to get something working with the other screens for now. But it's at a state, you know, to release, so we're all good. Thank you, Definite Nine, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Welcome. You've met us on a very important day. It's our 100th Raindrop Chronicles stream, and we are launching a website today for the game, and I really want to show it off. I'm going to do a tweet and stuff. I haven't tweeted for like, I think in the whole of this year, 2020, I've only done 2 tweets. Or just one or two tweets for the whole of the year. I've totally stopped using it because of time reasons. It's very hard for me to like be on social media while I'm working on stuff, so I've had to not tweet. But for something like this, I think I want people to see it. I want to show it off. We're going to make a cool tweet. So when the tweet's up, I'd super appreciate it if you guys spread the word as well, so people can look at the site. I've got all the Google Analytics installed, so I can do some spying and see things. Okay, so I'm nervous, so I'm holding off this, but no reason to be nervous. I'm very proud of what I've done. So I just like have this paranoia that it's going to randomly break as soon as I press the button to turn off the coming soon screen. Everything will just break. Spying, oh no. Well, as long as it's not like them scammers that spy, should get rid of them. Hate people like that. I agree with Oracle of Twilight. Horrible. But is there anything else I want to say? I feel like I've got loads to say, but I keep forgetting. But there was something very important. But if it was that important, I'd have remembered. Oh yeah, I was just going to say, last night, because, you know, I stayed up really late finishing this off, I didn't think I would. I thought, oh, this last day will be more of a chill day. I'll probably be done by midnight. And everything will go fine, but that didn't happen. It was more like a 5 a.m, 6 a.m. But what basically happened was last minute, just as I finished everything and everything was perfect, the whole website got messed up. Some of the sections changed into the wrong colour, and I was like raging. I was like, why is this happening now? And I fixed it in the end, and I think it's my own fault because I was messing in, because in the creator of this website thing, there's two areas. There's the visual editor and there's the text editor. I'm sure any of you guys that have made websites know that anyway. And I always mostly mess in the visual area because it's a lot easier to just put stuff together in the visual area. But there was some really niggly bits that I couldn't do in the visual editor, so I went into the text editor and started coding. And I found that was a really clean way of making the website, so I started using the text editor instead. But then, obviously, I accidentally deleted something really small out of the text, so like a div thing or something like that, and then it just messed up the whole website. And I know there's like revision things where you can go back to previous version, but for some reason it didn't work. I tried to go back, but it didn't fix it. Maybe I'd already used up all the revisions because it only allows about 10. So I had to fix that, but it's all done now, and I'm very glad. I'm very tired today, but I've got that much adrenaline that it kind of makes me not tired. Hi, mister. I'm not sure what that means. Welcome to the stream. Hi Van, how are you doing? So good to see you as well. Everybody's coming back. Everyone didn't forget me. Me and Bat are happy. His name's Benedict Cumberbatch, but I'm going to call him Bat for short because, you know, that's part of his name. Benedict Cumberbatch is a bit of a tongue roll. Thank you, Definitive 9, for joining our Discord. Good to meet you. Thanks for being there. I'll actually send you a welcome. Okay, why have I got such a dry throat today? It's been 3 weeks. 3 weeks that I never knew we'd ever have off. There was no plan for me to have time off stream so soon after my Christmas vacation. Not at all. But it happened because the website, unsurprisingly, ended up being a big job. I still can't believe I thought I could have done it in a whole weekend. Don't know why I ever thought that. Even just thinking I could have done it in a week was a bit ambitious as well. So that's why it ended up being 3 weeks instead. You can call him Benny or Ben for sure. Oh yeah, Benny or Ben. Benny or Ben or Benji. That is what we should do then, Rex. How are you anyway today, Rex? I still need to work on my character for this game. Just taxes and over real life has interrupted. Wow, Van. No worries at all, because those were put on hold anyway until the website's been done. We've got a backlog of characters to make, actually. So now the website's up and running, although I might like slowly work on the mobile extra pages. I'll see, because I kind of don't want to put all my time into that just yet either. I want to start doing the game again, but we'll see. I'm going to look at analytics over the next few weeks and see how many mobile users we've got, and if it turns out we've got quite a lot of you looking on mobile rather than desktop, then I will definitely consider getting the sub pages put in for mobile too. So we'll see. And yes, I think we should get a website, shouldn't we? And I'm going to talk you guys through it. Obviously, you can look yourself, but I'm going to be looking as well. And just talking about what our plans are and what the goal is for the website. And because it's going to be, now it's done, it's not done. It's going to be consistently updated with extra new content. And because we had loads of Google Docs, we had loads of separate Google Doc pages. Originally, we had the FAQ page, we had the character sheet Google Doc page, and we also had the character sheets in our Discord as well, and on our Trello page. They're everywhere, but now they're on the website. So the thing is, though, you can only look at them if you're on desktop, which it is a bit of a bummer. I'm disappointed that I couldn't get the mobile sub pages done as well, but I'm thinking for now I will probably just make some sort of archive somewhere with all the images, all the character sheets, all the polls and important information. Archive stuff can go on like some sort of link somewhere, so that people that don't have desktops or computers can see that stuff there. But like I said, you gotta have one with the computer to play the game anyway. So what else? I've got a bazillion things to say. You should probably optimize for mobile, create too many websites for work. Did you do it? WordPress? I did. The main page, it's fine. That took me days to do on for the mobile version of that, but it's just that there's other pages. And I'm not joking, guys. I would have been off stream for another 2 weeks at least if I was going to be doing those other pages on mobile, and I wasn't prepared to delay you guys anymore. So we've just got a simple mobile. We've just got the main page. And honestly, if I wanted to not be as ambitious about that, that would have been what it would have looked like on desktop as well. I was originally thinking of just doing a one-page website. And it was just going to be like an information sort of visual show off like thing to inform people of what the stream is and what the game is. But there are sub pages where you, on the desktop, if you click them, it'll let you see everything, like the important things like the character sheets and stuff. And it's not done. Like there's plans for other things to be added to the website too, but it's going to be slowly added. It's not like I'm going to be working on only this now. It's going to just be something I slowly add extra stuff to, but I've got a list of what else I'm planning, so I'll tell you guys what that is in a bit, because there's definitely a lot more that could go on there. But like I says, it's not some of it's a little bit early because we're still only in the game development, so certain things can't really go up just yet. But there's other things that definitely could, like a credits page and an FAQ page that we don't currently have on the website, but that is going to be something I'm definitely aiming to get up at some point. Got a work and lurk now, be around. Oh, awesome. Well, enjoy the work and lurk. Hope it goes well. Hope you have a good Friday. At least it's the weekend now, right, soon. But it's all optimized. I went on this website. Let me find what it is. Test website. Don't know if you guys have heard of this, but it's called gtmetrics.com. And I did a test in there last week, I think it was. And it says my website's 94% optimized. So apparently this is the one you go on. Because everyone's like, if you've gone on GT Metrics, and they talk about it as if it's the bee's knees. And I did go on it, and the website is optimized, so it's all good. It wasn't originally. It's at 94% now, and it was on something like 60-something% before, because there was a few weird technical things that were stopping it being optimized that I had to fix. But images are compressed and stuffs like that. Well, yeah, okay, so awesome. All is good. So yes, the only flaw, the only problem with our website at the moment is simply the mobile version is simple. We've got main page. Everything looks fine on the main page. Just don't have those extra pages yet. Richard, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Appreciate the sub. 6 months. I'm going to have some hype for Richard and everybody else that gave the bitties and sub today as well. Because I appreciate you guys not forgetting about me and coming back. Thank you for the follow code, Maura. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. How are you doing, Richard? Okay, guys, I think I've talked long enough. We've been 44 minutes here. So some of that was the starting scene screen now. But I think we are ready to press that button. Okay. And I'm not saying, like, I'm pretty happy with how all this is. Visually, I really like it. Who knows, maybe there's something that could help user experience that I haven't considered. But there's definitely a few things that I did consider, and I'm going to talk about those as well. But I might like do little things, add extra things that if there's ever anything I feel actually this'll go a long way, then I will add something. But let's do it. It's been a while since you streamed, or have I just been out of it that bad? It has been a while. 3 weeks. Totally unpredictable. Didn't know I was going to be gone. It's because of the website. I always try to keep you guys super informed and stuff on Discord, and I've even started writing in the Twitch title now as well. No streams, but no stream. Just so if anybody comes on my Twitch and it isn't in the Discord, they'll say, like, what's going on. Because otherwise I'm like, she just disappeared. Okay, I'm thirsty. I'm ready then. Let's do it. Let's do it, folks. So we've got a few things to plan as well. We've got to get a bot as well, a bot command with our website on today. Do that as soon as we press the button. So Press the coming soon mode is off now. In a few seconds it'll trigger. Okay. So guys, it's there. It is there. So I'm going to put the link in again. There you go. Be prepared. So have a little peep, and I'm going to let you guys look first before I get all the screen up on the stream. Because I want to let you have a chance first to look before I just jump in there and get it up on here. Looks great, Rose. Thank you, Azrael. It's live. Yay. So as you can see, it's pretty visual. I wanted to do something that was going to show it off. Something that people's eyeballs would melt at, in a good way, of course. So the aim really was to just inform people of what the project is. And I've got a little about section at the bottom too with my links. Got a Twitch little banner at the top as well, so people can see my schedule and know when I'm streaming. And if you click that, it'll take you straight to the Twitch. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you hover over some things, it will open up a light box as well. So if you go to the character section, you can see the character sheets by hovering over the ones that have character sheets. And I'm intending to do a character sheet for all of them eventually, because the barrels and the custom hero don't have a character sheet right now. Neither do the minor NPCs, but all the others do. So if you hover over those, you'll open up those sheets. But everybody else's character sheets, the other NPCs, I'll just be simple ones. I'm not going to go all out with a big long one. It'll just be a more brief one, but we'll see. And so we got character, story, world and polls are our sections at the moment. And I'll tell you guys what other ones I'm planning on adding to. So let me get my notes up. Very dynamic. Great job. Thank you. That was definitely the goal. I was ultimately I didn't want something that was just an image and text. I didn't want just image and text. I wanted it to be, like you say, dynamic. I think that sums it up well. I think if I was going to just have a picture banner only and just black and white text and normal galleries and stuff, it would have been probably quite as difficult to do. But I wanted to purposely do something that was quite fancy and a little bit over the top. Rumour has it that you're an awesome and amazingly talented person who we're very happy to. Thank you so much, Zexy. That is very kind of you. How are you doing, Zexy? It's lovely to see you. We have just this minute launched our website. I've been chatting for about an hour, but we've just launched it. So raindroprpg.com, folks. Mobile version, if you're on there, it's all there on mobile. You haven't got the animations on mobile though, and you also don't have the fixed background either on the mobile version, because apparently iPhone and all that disable fixed backgrounds. It's weird. So it's definitely a little bit more simple on mobile. And as you can see, if you're on mobile, you don't have the click here to see all characters or click here to see story so far bits on the mobile. I hid those. They will be hidden until I do a mobile version of those pages, whenever that will be. Just notice my character profile on the site. It is there, Azrael. It's all there in order of when the characters were created, just so you know, folks. For example, if we look at the future major NPCs section, we got Rex Chub Cheeks, Elite, Gamer Smack, and we got everybody, and that's all in the order of when the characters were submitted. And the rest of you guys that have submitted character sheets, you will be added after Azrael if you're a major NPC, of course. And you'll be added after Legion if you're a playable character. And eventually there'll be like a humongous amount of sliders with all these characters on, I'm guessing. But I've split it into 2 sections for now. Let's just switch screen. Let's go on the website. So also, if you might have noticed, the scrolling should be very smooth. I added a smooth scroll plugin, so it's so much more jittery without that plugin, I'm telling you now. So it's super smooth because of that plugin, which is super good. I'm happy with that. But it's split into sections. We've got future characters here with the blue banners, and we've got current characters here. So these are the ones that are in the game at the moment. I feel like doing it that way lets people know who's actually been introduced so far. And when one of you guys gets put into the game, I'll move you up to there, because I'm going to be consistently updating this website as we make the game, because we've also got a story section as well. If we go back to the home page, we have this, and the latest story so far videos will always be on the home page too, and if you hover over it, you will be able to watch it as well directly in the website without it taking you to YouTube. You can still go to YouTube if you click on that, but I kind of like that it doesn't direct you to YouTube and off the page, or even tab it up. It's nice to have it there. We have a world map, we do, and just so you know, that's a work in progress, folks. It doesn't necessarily have to be the world map. It can be the shape of it, and everything can be adjusted over time. But a world section was something that was necessary, because lore, and eventually I'm going to be doing lore videos as well. Will go in the world section, and I thought, well, you know, what's better to show off the world than a map? And so it's a work in progress, and it will be developed and revealed over time. And we've only got Lakefall and Everbloom at the moment anyway. There's a lot more places that will be revealed over time, and that's super exciting. It's a really bit I'm very hype about. Your voice is majestically awesome. Thank you, Richard. That is super nice of you. Appreciate that. 100%, this is an amazingly useful resource for when we throw out story ideas, and for anyone new who wants to join the brainstorm. Seriously, Rose, this is so good. You did an amazing job. Thank you, Sexy. That is what I love to hear. Thank you very much. And we've only got polls, world story, and characters so far. But where's my list of other things I intend to add? Eventually, when we get factions and lore videos and information on events that have happened in the game, they will probably also go in the world section too. So that will be something that will get added over time as the game develops. Sneak peeks is another one I'd like to do, like videos showing off us walking around towns and dungeons, maybe even some scene sneak peeks and battles sneak peeks, just to show off the game to people. An FAQ page, a credits page, and maybe even a quotes page for, like, if you guys say something and it's really cool or complimentary or really sums up the game really well, I would put it in a quote section. I thought that would be quite a good thing that could show off the game as well, and the project. So those sort of things will slowly get added. I think credits is like obviously something I want to do, because I want to credit the people. There's a lot, as we know, this is a community project, and there's a lot of people's names to put up and say thank you to. We've also got a poll section, and this one was the easiest to make because it doesn't have any images or fancy hover effects. It's just plain old text, and which is what I did on purpose, because we will regularly have polls, and eventually this list is going to be like super long, I'm sure, because we're going to have loads of polls over time. But if you click that as well, you get to see the images and everything. So sadly, mobile users, you won't get the pleasure of seeing these for now, unfortunately. But we'll see. I want to look at my analytics and see how many people actually use mobile. We'll see. The website is great, thank you. Thank you so much, folks. And I'm going to be doing a tweet, just so you know. One of the plans of this stream is to compose that tweet. So I super appreciate you guys if you give it a like or spread the word. Want all the peoples to see this website. And another thing, we've also got, at the moment we've got screenshots of Everbloom Forest and Lakefall in the world section. And this will eventually be built up into a big resource of lore when there's enough to talk about. Because at the moment I'd really like to kind of talk about Lakefall and the forest, like the lore behind it as well, eventually. But because we're so early on in the game, there's nothing to really sum up that lore just yet. But we will at some point. So, is there anything else at all? Yeah, the story section, I've even written up what I say in this video. So this text that is here is actually what I say in the video, word for word, for people that can't be bothered to watch the video, or, you know, maybe if they can't hear too well, they can read that instead. And every time there's a new update to the story so far, the new one will be added as well to the website. So yeah, this website will be consistently updated with every new important bit of content that we get for the characters as well. When we get new character sheets, you'll get your character added to this, and everyone will be here. I don't know if you noticed, folks, but I have made all the character sheets the same colour now. Everybody used to have their own unique colour, but for like branding, I don't know, branding sounds a bit corporate, but you know, for those reasons, consistency with the visual theme of Raindrop Chronicles, I'm keeping everybody's character sheets the same colour now. And I found that when I was making the character sheets, I was running out of colour schemes for people, because we've got so many characters now that all the colours have been used up, and I kept wanting every character to have a unique colour, but it's kind of hard to do that now. So it just looks a bit tidier, I think, now, and it's also going to speed up the process of making the character sheets, not having to spend time messing about with colour schemes as well. So that'll be a lot easier to get those made. Yeah, it's Raz. Hi, Gretch, how you doing? It's so good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, Gretch. Lakefall fanfiction confirmed. And you know, I'm not gonna, that's something else, a fan section. Like, if anybody does fan art or fan fiction or anything to that degree, and we get some, and I might even add that as a section on the website too, because we've got all these icons here, and over time we can get more, like build them up, and all the pages themselves get added to the home page as well. So I feel like the main page itself is the main thing we want people to see, because it describes everything. You can still look at the character forms as well on the main page, which is another thing I've done. Before, we had to use Google Forms to create our characters. Now, we're not doing that anymore. You can fill in your character form right here on the website, and it gets emailed straight to me, and it also gets put into a section on my website, CMS, as well, so I'll get it twice just in case as a backup, and that way we've got everything together. Then at first I actually made the link go to the Google form, but I thought it's going to just be a lot nicer to have it actually on the website, and you can't like get it off like you can in the screenshots either. You have to press the cross to get it off. And this also works on mobile too, so at least I feel that that's an important thing to have on mobile at least. So everything here that you see on the main page is like info. It sums up our project and what it's about, which is really the main thing. And anything that isn't on mobile, it's just all these sub pages, and they're just the archives. They're our collection of information for people that want to see the screenshots and all the stuff we've got. So for mobile users only, if there are a few of them here, I don't know. I've got to check the analytics to see if there is a demand for it. If like there's only 2% of mobile people, then I might not even bother. But it all depends on how many mobile users we've got. But for anyone that is just mobile, then I will probably just say go to our Discord and you can see everything here. You can click on all, see our characters this way. And I'll add the polls here as well, perhaps. So yes, I am excited. Taking a gander now. It looks fantastic. Thank you, Oracle. You didn't keep the colour code of the character sheets. I know, that was something I changed. So if anybody's sad about that, I apologise. It was very difficult to make that decision because I thought the colours looked very pretty, I have to say. But for speed reasons and getting character sheets done quicker, it helps a bunch to not have to change colour schemes. And it keeps the consistency of our blue colour of Raindrop Chronicles that we have. So visually it gets darker blue, the gradient, the lower you get down, because it's meant to represent rain and depth. Like there's not much rain at the top, and then you're covered in rain when you're at the bottom. It's all sunk to the bottom. Carol cosplay, oh my god, that would have to go on our fanfiction page, that's for sure. My goodness. I should do, if only I had like the talent to make and craft things, I would totally do a Carol cosplay myself. Dynamic thing, thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. Yeah, there is still my fanfic on Legion Future, yay. Yeah, I would love to see, like that would be so, I would squeal, I would get so excited, I'd probably faint if anyone ever did fan art. And also, I'm intending to, as we get more episodes, this is far future now, but as we get more episodes in Raindrop Chronicles, I'm thinking of having a website for each episode. And that's not hard to do at all because the template's already here. All I'd have to do is literally change the background of a screenshot for that episode, and we'd probably have a logo for each episode as well. Like this logo we've got now is just our current Raindrop Chronicles logo, but when episode 1, when we get close to release, we'll probably think of some sort of subtitle for it, and we could make a Raindrop Chronicles episode 1 logo. It won't have episode 1 in the title, have the name of whatever episode 1 will be, something fancy and poetic. It sounds really cool. That'd be cool. And we'd have the logo then. It wouldn't be officially be our episode 1 website then. And then everything that's on here, the resource, like the characters, the story so far, the world, will all be the polls will all be like episode 1 related content. And then when we start doing episode 2, we can like make a main page dedicated to episode 2 that will literally not be much different at all. It'll just have the episode 2 logo, an episode 2 screenshot, episode 2 characters, and the episode 2 story so far videos and stuffs. And it's easy because we can just make an extra page. It'd be raindroprpg.com / whatever the title is of the episode. So I think I was actually inspired by Final Fantasy XIV for that, because something they do with all their patch releases is they make a website for every single patch, and they all follow the same theme template as well. And it's I think it's something that's quite cool to do with content that you get updates and episodes and patches for. Maybe a logo could reflect whatever is going on in that part of the story, like foreshadowing. I agree, Zaxi. And it was just like a random thought. I thought, yeah, when all the episodes come out, they'd all have their own title, wouldn't they? Because that's how we'll distinguish them from each other. Like, we don't want to just call it Raindrop Chronicles episode 1, Raindrop Chronicles episode 2. We want to have something really cool, something catchy and exciting. And I agree, something that's happening in the game, something related to whatever area we're in or whatever happens in the story, ideally, would be ideal. Because if we think about most game series, they all have, most of them have their own special subtitles. Like Final Fantasy doesn't. Final Fantasy is the only one that uses numbers. But something like Zelda, for example, has like Zelda A Link to the Past, Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Zelda, Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. They've all got these very catchy subtitles. And so we could do something similar for Raindrop Chronicles. Raindrop Chronicles, Carol's Revenge. I wouldn't be that, but you know, can you imagine Carol's Revenge? And then the logo for that particular episode would be Carol with a knife. That would haunt people's dreams. We can't do that. Can you please disable XML? I do not know what that is. You have some default issues you have to deal with when you use WordPress. And by the way, since you're using DreamHost, at least please use Cloudflare. How do you know I'm using DreamHost? How are you getting this information? So I'm not like giving. I might need to put some sort of security plugin on my thing actually, but I'm kind of I'm actually wondering how you know this, and I'm not sure what that is because I'm not a website maker or anything. I have optimized a website though. All the websites I've gone on, well, most of, like the main one, we've got 96%, and there's no like that website doesn't say I've got any issues. And I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm sure somewhere there is something that needs doing because I'm very much expecting that. But I think the main things are working okay, I hope. According to that website, they are anyway. We can go on there and have a look, actually. Let me just hide my thing. It's GT Metrics is the name, so let's go on there. Sorry, I'm late. Tetsu, how you doing? It's so good to see you. How are you doing? And thank you so much. 26 months up. Me and Benny the Bat appreciate you. Stuff like that is easy to look up, but using Cloudflare will have. Oh, Cloudflare is the security. I get that. Hi, what are you doing? Yeah, that's what I was like saying. As when Dynamic said that, I was like, okay, how do you know I'm going to have to do security? There's plugins for that, and there's probably other ways to do it too. I'll look into that. But yes, I'm a bit concerned about privacy. Certain things like who I'm being hosted by and what I use to make the website. I don't care about saying it's WordPress because it's a pretty common one. But I just start to think, oh, what other information are people seeing? I'm like, I don't want to reveal my name or where I live or anything like that. I'm just paranoid now. Not exactly security. It does help with things like DOS and a few other things. Okay. So, what is XML, RPC, and default issues? I want to know what those issues are. That's all. I'd like to know a bit more info on that because GT Metrics doesn't tell me what that is. So I don't know. Nothing's come up. At first, I did have a few oranges and reds when I first started optimizing this, and I did sort them out. Now we're at a better standard now. So, but there's nothing that's come up with that. So I'm a bit of a noob on what that is all. You're amazing, Rose. Thank you, Neffel. Did run a whole who is on your website. That's a long link. Oh, hey, thank you, White. What? But yes, feel free, guys, of course, to, if there's anything that stands out to you that is an issue with the site that needs sorting, if you spot any bugs, weird things going on, things sending you to the wrong link, wrong character sheet opening, or anything at all like this, feel free to just give me a poke. Because yes, I'm no professional here, so I'm sure that there will be a few little things. Okay, so it is literally just a security thing then. And it's quite funny actually, because I was thinking last night, just before I was going to bed, or should I say this morning before I was going to bed, that I was like, the only thing I haven't done, I think, is the security. But it was like 6 AM at that point, and I was like, I'm not cut down a time now. And I doubt that one stream is gonna, like, I'm gonna get hacked in one stream. No, I don't, but I will add that. So just one of those last minute things that slipped my mind. Depending on how websites are registered or who is skanking, give up a lot of personal info, £5, and they change your info on who is to be more private. Is it £5 a month, or just a complete up, like, forever payment of £5? Because I ain't paying £5 a month, screw that. But I have, like, when I signed up to my host and that, I didn't use my real name or anything. I used Rose Rainblood, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. But yes, this is just something that really, I'm like, just keep things private, please, peoples. You should look into blocking who is. Well, have a nice stream. Bye. Take care, Dynamics. Thanks for the info and heads up. Usually yearly. All right. DOS attacks. Am I going to get DOSed or hacked right now, guys? Is there anything? Should I have not launched my website today? Okay. I'm going to just get that link up as well. Thank you, Liquid. I'm going to just quickly check something, actually. I'm going to get up a plugin thing just for now, and get the security up. You should be fine. Okay. I guess I have too much trust in my community. Like, when I thought, oh God, I haven't done security yet, I was like, oh, it's my community, they're lovely, and they're not going to hack me. Okay. So I've got this. I'm hiding, like, there's a bar at the top with my login and stuff, and I'm hiding that. So, can't hack me. Rose, you have the power of the vampires and enemy on your side, you're immune to hacking. Let's hope so. Let's hope so indeed. According to us, you already have privacy. Oh, that's good then. That's a relief. That's the good one. I would never hack you, Rose. Oh, I know, you guys are nice. Like, you guys wouldn't do it. But I suppose I should be a little bit more on the ball about, like, little trolls that are lurking at the moment that might want to ruin my life. So your true name is Proxy Protection. Free a few years back at least for me. Yeah, it might have came with it. And I think the host I'm using is generally quite decent, so My real name is Roxanne. My goodness. Okay, so use a way to completely hide your word color. Is this any good, folks? Is this going to solve my problems? Or like the XML thing? Or is this just something that's going to hide core files and stuff? I'm going to download it anyway. If I got doxed, I would... I don't know. I've already had a scammer. I had a scammer yesterday. Wait, your name isn't Rose? Rose is actually my middle name. So it is my name. I'm just of the opinion that it doesn't... Giving your real name if you're a person on the internet usually isn't a very smart thing to do. Especially if you've got quite a unique name. If Rose was my real name, then there's like a bazillion Roses, so, you know, it's no big deal. Wait, what? Tell us about the scammer. Who are we gonna be? Oh, I was saying this story earlier on in the stream. Somebody told me, well, they phoned my mum up and said our internet was going off. They said they were our internet provider and that they had to turn it off to deal with hackers, funnily enough. And I was like, no, you're not, because I've got work to do. I'm doing my website. You can't turn my internet off. And Mum passed the phone to me and she was like, and I was just asking them questions. I was like, so how long's the internet going off for and what's happening, what's going on, why? And they were being so vague, it was ridiculous. But all they said for me to do was to go on my computer and type in this link. And I expected the link to be like the hub thing for the internet provider that I've been on a few times, but that's not what they gave me. They just gave me some random link and it had like a download button on it when it was there. And I was like, can you tell me more about this website, please? Because it's a bit of a weird link. I don't know what it is, and I'm certainly not downloading anything without more information of knowing what this is. And I expected him to have some like really good explanation, but he was like, you've got to press that now. But he was getting like ridiculously hostile, and I just was like, this is so unprofessional. I said, I'm very suspicious. I do not think you're my internet provider at all because this is not professional in the slightest. You're a scammer, goodbye. And he went like dead silent. As soon as I started like saying I was suspicious, I didn't hear another word out of him. He went silent. Never talk to those guys. They want you to download spyware. Yeah, that's what they do. They want you to download something on your computer so they can see exactly what you're doing, and then they can steal all your account details and passwords. It's disgusting. How do people like that live with themselves? That's what they do as a daily job. I mean, I'm not one to condone people dying, but I do hope people like that get run over and die, because they are scum, and I'd rambled on many day. Those are text guys who just want to do some software to computer remotely. They will usually try and tell you that the virus and you gotta pay them. My goodness. But yeah, at first I genuinely thought there was the internet provider because my mom passed me the phone, so I took her word for it that she knew what she was doing, and because my mom's not an idiot, like she would know if somebody weren't legit. But yeah, she thought there were. But yeah, as soon as that link, I was like, no, this is fishy. I learned to imagine you wearing a top hat and sipping tea, so cold. I was mad because I'm not kidding, I had 2 hours sleep at that point. Because I pulled an all-nighter, didn't I, like doing this, and I got woken up at 7 a.m. So I was like not myself. I was a zombie. So he saw me at my worst, when I'm a monster, when I wake up first thing. Renew car insurance for a car I never owned, because I've never owned a car. This is why I don't answer my phone, Eulogy Master. I get calls on a daily basis. I'm thinking of changing my number because of it, but I never answer. I always feel like if it's important, they'd leave a voicemail. I've just had too many bad experiences answering phones. It's always like some weird stalker breathing down the phone, or like you say, someone trying to sell something, or a scammer. That's all it ever is. Yeah, and the once I answered it and someone was going and like making really creepy sounds, and that traumatised me, and I never answered my phone since. There's some really weird people out there. That was years ago though, that was. When I used to only run Max, it was funny to me when the scammers would call saying they're Microsoft security. Yeah, my dad was telling me a funny story with what happened to him. He said that someone called up and said they were Sheriff Jones or something. He wasn't Jones, but that popped him out. They said, and they had an American accent or something, and they were like, you will, if you don't do this, he says he was in debt, and he says if they don't pay up, they will be put into jail. And my dad was like, sheriff? We don't even use the word sheriff in this country. It was so weird. And my voicemail actually says something like, if you don't know me, don't call me. If you do know me, you'd be texting me. I haven't answered my phone in 3 years. Yeah, I just don't answer phones, and it must be a pain if you do. I mean, we have to answer phones in our household. I don't, but my family do, because my dad runs a business, so he has to answer the phone. But they have to deal with so much crap in between the important calls. Sometimes if you Google our numbers, you can see listing of known scammer callers. Yeah, to be honest, as soon as he gave me the website, I had auto, you know how you get the auto things coming up in Google when you type, and it came up saying, website, is this a scam, as the thing. And that's what, at first I was like, yeah. And when he gave it me, and I actually told him, I says, can you give me a moment please, because I actually wanted to Google that, and I put in the website, and I didn't get a chance. Like, I barely had 30 seconds to look, because he was saying, he was getting all impatient on the other end, and saying the internet's going off and I need to hurry. And he's just so silly, it really is. And the only reason I gave him the time of day as long as I did was because I was half asleep. I didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to get my thoughts together. But I think if I'd have been any more awake, I'd have called him out even sooner. When I see a weird number calling, I look for the number in Google. I have no idea what this number was though, because my mum answered it. But don't bother answering phones. I think that's just only wastes your time. But anyway, guys, have we got this plug-in? Where's it gone? I think it should be working, so we'll turn that off for now. I've got those things tabbed up, guys, in those links you're giving me, so thank you. Right, so we've talked about the website, we got it up, and I think all there is to do is probably get the word spread now, get it out, put up on the Twitter will be a good thing to do. So what I am going to do is open up. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to see how long this takes, because I've kind of said that today we won't be doing any Raindrop Chronicles anyway, because I need to spend the weekend getting back into that, and I wanted to dedicate this stream to the website. So either we'll make a little short mini video that we can put up on Twitter at the website, or we'll have a look at our next character sheets that we've got to do. We can do a bit of both, maybe. And we can even talk about the website and plans for the future, things that can go on there. Even just talking about the logo and stuff was fun. Makes me excited to think that Raindrop Chronicles is going to have a special title for episode 1 eventually. We'll probably put a poll up or something of that as well for ideas. I just have my phone on Do Not Disturb all the time. The only calls that can come through are the ones in my favourite lists. Everyone else goes straight to voicemail. That's a good idea, Liquid. Thank you, Jokers Vizera, for the follow. I appreciate that. Anybody else that's followed that I might have missed, welcome to the stream. Before we get into making the video though, there's actually something else that's very important to do. What I'm going to do is edit our project command. So at the moment, Rose is making an ongoing episodic copy over the Twitch community called Raindrop Chronicles. Come hang out and vote for ideas with us on where to take Game Story. Everyone's welcome to join in and take part. So see the website here. Right, it's not ticked there. That's why it didn't come up. Red's making How's that, guys? Is that a good enough command? Does anyone think we should shorten it, or what is everybody's opinions? But the main thing is I wanted to get the website put in there. I feel like that is our resource now. Somebody summed it up perfectly earlier when we launched it. They basically said that this it was like a really good resource for our website, like to show off and stuff. So that's what it is. Yay! And anybody can look at it now. Okay, so that's done. Job 1 is done. And I do believe that all the links and all the character sheet image pop-ups and that are the correct ones. I was a bit half asleep last night, just because I had to re-put in all the images last night because there was something I had to change. And I was a bit half asleep, so who knows, maybe one of the wrong character sheets are there, but I'm pretty sure they're all correct. It's not too big, it doesn't cover the entire chat. Yeah, that's a good thing. Sometimes super long commands can cover chat and be a bit much, so keeping it short and sweet is good. Gotta go, congrats for the website launch. Thank you, it's good to see you again, by the way, and I'm excited to get your character sheet made as well and added while it worked. So we got a list. I think there's at least 8 characters to do, and now the website is out the way, I can start getting those. Not sure if I'm going to get them done this weekend because I kind of want to refresh myself on where we last left off on the game this weekend, so we can be super productive Monday. But very soon I want to get them done, and then they'll be added to the website too. Got a new PC. Hi, Andy Cake. And oh, new PC. That's always exciting. Is it a super good one, Andy? Is it a good PC? You are doing an amazing job, bros. Thank you. And we got our Trello page still as well, and that needs updating because we've still got all it hasn't, yeah, but we might not need updating because we haven't done much game stuff. But I don't know if I'm going to keep the polls and character sheets on there anymore, because we've kind of got them on the website. But I do want people who don't have computers and only have mobiles to still be able to see these. But what I'll probably do is put those on Discord instead, and have like a channel just with all the links to everything for people who want to get to them quickly. Then there's always that. But if people want to look at them in the fancy way, then you've got the website. I think most of us would watch you if you were doing an in-depth pencil eraser reviews. Thank you, Serial. My goodness me, imagine if that's what I did. But that's good. I mean, I like to think you watch me because what I'm doing is a super frigging amazing project. But it's nice to hear you guys would be here no matter what. I appreciate that. Right, okay, so I'm opening Premiere Pro at the moment, and I'll get it up for you guys in a minute. We're going to make a video together. I just want to make a really good tweet. I want people to see it and be inclined to retweet it. And if we just have a boring tweet without anything, then people might not. I want you all to spread the word for me. So, okay, so we need to get up another window capture. So, spend a bit on it, Mormod, and that's awesome, Andy Cake. I mean, I've always said when I come into a bit of money, I would probably get an upgrade too, but I'm very attached to my old lady computer still, if I'm very honest. And it's fine, it's not causing me any problems right now because I had an upgrade as well. I updated my RAM. I think, yeah, it was that, yeah. And it's my memory, and it's much better now. Oh no, I'm covered up. There we go. Okay guys, so the video that you're seeing at the moment is actually our first story so far video that I did. I'm already excited to do the second one, and if you've seen on the website, under the story section, I've even made a little 1.2 coming soon visual for the next video, just so people know that there's another one coming up, and that'll get updated every time. And it could be, you know, a bit of work to keep it updated, but I think the rewards of updating it often will be well worth it. And if I kind of don't have to use the other stuff that we've been using, the other Google Docs, and have to update them instead, at least they're gone and out the way. Okay, so I'm going to delete these. I'm going to save as a new project. Can play games and stuff, even stream. I'm sure that's a fantastic handicap. And I believe, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, folks, but most my audience and community are computer users. I'm very confident that. So I'm kind of like a bit, oh no, my mobile website isn't quite, you know, people can't see stuff on there as much, but most people, you guys that come to my streams, have computers. Because you're all gamers, and you know what gamers don't have computers. So I am pretty confident that the large majority of my audience is going to be viewing the website on their desktop. And it's not like the mobile version is ugly or anything. It still looks decent and presentable, but it just simply doesn't let you click the sub pages. You know me, I'm a retweet because I heckin' love this community project and more people should be watching it. Well, thank you, Zaxi. Well, I am of the belief that this website will go a long way to piking people's interest, should I say. I believe so. I think that something like this is attention grabbing, and for those that weren't aware of the project before or were a little bit, I don't know what this is thing, I think the website is something that could win them over because it looks super fancy, and I think it shows it off, doesn't it? It shows off the game and what the idea behind the community game is. So yeah, we'll get that tweet up today by the end of the stream, hopefully. But yeah, I want to make a fancy video to support that tweet that kind of shows the website on the video, because people, you know, video tweets I think can go a long way, because they can click the website and see themselves, but it'll just look more attractive to see that. But I think I don't know if I'm going to do a rectangle, because Twitter really makes them look squished. I think squares can look good. Oh my goodness, I can see a ton of notifications on Twitter here. Azriel's done a tweet. I have mentioned it before. My good friend Resray is developing an RPG live on Twitch with input from community. Feel free to drop in, say hi, maybe become a character in the game yourself. Thank you, Azriel. That is so super kind tweet. I'm gonna give it a like and I'm gonna comment. You are a very supportive friend, mister. I appreciate you. Okay, so though I wanted to work on place, though. You have a PC that belongs in the Smithsonian. We just love your snappy fashion sense and that accent. You like my fashion sense? Yes, I did it. That was the plan, to win you guys over with my fashion. I am quite I think I've got good fashion. I'm pretty proud of that. Can be quite fussy about what I wear. I like to look frigging awesome. I couldn't think of the best way to put it. Love your outfits. Wish men's clothes were fun like that. Oh, so some like guys' clothes are quite. I don't know the proper word. Retro, vintage, or all that kind of style. Classic. There's kind of some nice stuff for men as well. You don't always have to wear tracky bottoms or t-shirts. Okay, so square. I don't actually know how to. I might have to make a new project actually, rather than use an old one as a template. I do get pretty confused by Premiere Pro's screen sizes for things. I've always kind of struggled with this before. But what I'm trying to do is not have a rectangle but have a square instead. Like the size of, you know, how it looks on Twitter when people put up videos that are square shaped on there. I'm sure there's a way in the settings to probably do this. Let's have a look. Now that's preferences. Here I say chocolate. I've got some chocolate over there. Be eating that later. Oh my goodness, why is it not straightforward? Like, sure, there should just be, you know, a video size edit thing. Right, time to go on the Google. Time to go on the Google. I'm going to give you all a new command, a newly freshly updated command with the website. Again, sorry peoples, couldn't say. I'm very relieved that there's privacy on me away, because I was a little bit, oh no, when that got mentioned. But I still want to look into the stuff on the link she gave, guys, though. Okay, so Premiere Pro. I would have done this off stream, this video thing. I just haven't had the time because, like I said, finishing off this website was, if I had an extra half a day, I'd have been able to do this off stream. But I feel like it's perfect for the stream because, you know, it's the website stream. So, okay, so Premiere Pro, how to change video size. But, you know, I thought it was going to be weird coming back, like, because it's been 3 weeks. But it feels like second nature again. I was nervous at first, but that's gone away now. Oh, okay, sequence settings, I see. Sequence. There, it's here. Okay, now I need to find out what the size is of Twitter videos so we can get the right one. So, Twitter square video size. I've already took the record. I've already done all the recording, so that bit's done at least. You found it. Oh, Zexy was about to be the one to tell me. We did it at the same time, Zexy. Okay, Twitter. It's only giving me the sizes for rectangles. Because I saw a tweet recently that was a video. It was showing something off. I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was a square, and I thought how much I like the look of that. Like Instagram size, basically. Because it just makes it bigger on Twitter. Twitter kind of shrink it. It's giving ratios instead of... Saying the maximum is... So if you make it to be square and within the limits. Good idea, Zexy. Sorry, 200. Oh, I think I accidentally clicked that off. That's weird. It's not letting me click, you know, that little icon that lets you, forgot what you call it now, but it makes you change the size of the video without keeping the proportions. It's not letting me click on it for some strange reason. And that's really odd. That's silly. It's always the little things like this that hold you back, I find. It was the same when doing the website. I would show you guys, I would let you look at the pop-up, but I can't because it shows stuff that you can't see. Might have to Google this problem again. Premiere Pro won't let me change video. Well, frame size is the proper word. Welcome back, Akira. Yeah, I might have to start a new project then because it's not letting me. Hang on, try again. Something else. Yeah, it's so everything's kind of greyed out for some reason. So new sequence, I think is the right one. Yeah, it's a very silly thing now because it doesn't give you the option for squares. I'm mad. I'm actually mad because it should be easier than this. And I don't have any other video editing software. I mean, we could always just do a rectangle one, but damn it. Yeah, we'll have to just, maybe we should just do a rectangle one, guys. Because you know our website's rectangular anyway, so it'll probably look better anyway as a rectangle. I just wanted it to be big. The squares are nice and big, whereas the rectangles get reduced, but it's no biggie. Okay, so we need to right, one sec. Just hide that far path there. Well, I'm covering the important bit, but it's better to be safe than sorry. Okay. So one sec. So that's like a video. I was like loving a peep, and that's one on Twitter that was a square. Which looked cool, but never mind. Never mind. So while I open up this video, just leave you guys with that the website screen. So I've got a bazillion videos to look through now. I'll order them by date. Because then we'll get the one we want. Importing files now. Re-region Legion storing quest to see anything I can change. Yeah, if you want to update it, for sure, Akira. The thing I'm looking at saying you need to be in desktop editing mode in order to put in custom values. Oh right, so maybe that's why it weren't working now. What's desktop editing mode? How'd you go in that mode? That's what I'm wondering now. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe the rectangle one will work out for the best. Because it's the size of our website. You know, if we did a square, things would be cropped off. I say that, but it is rectangular, but the text and content bit is all... It's not, is it? I've kind of got it, so... It's not like going to the edge or anything, but it'll all be fine. Okay, folks. So, let's get Premiere Pro back up. Make this a touch bigger. I think we need to make it fit, so scale to frame size, that's it. I don't like those bars being there though, so I'll have to change that. Don't like the black bars. How does it look at, let's see, because on Twitter the video's probably about that size on Twitter, isn't it? Well, on my screen it is. It's probably smaller for you guys because you're not watching me in full screen. So what we can do, position. So if we make it a bit bigger. And we've got rid of the black bars that at least that way. Yeah, I definitely want to make it bigger. We want to see it. But at the same time, we don't want to chop off any text either. So in a way, the square cut might have been a bit tricky because, you know, things might have been chopped off. So rectangle at least allows us a bit more room to fit things on. So it probably works out for the best. I just like that. I like the look of the square, so that's why. But gotta bounce out for lunch. See you Monday, Rose, in the Discord. Stay safe and take care, Zexin. Thanks for hanging out. It's been lovely to see you again. And yes, things will be back to normal again on Monday. So yay, back to normal routine. Will there be gore in this game? It's gonna be, I see it as a PG-13 sort of rank. Like, it's not gonna be for children, like, for sure. There's gonna be themes that are a bit like people getting locked up. We've already had a vampire taken as captive prisoner in the game. We've got a cart hijacking where people die. Like, people, it's a game where there's violence. People die, people get killed. But as for whether there's gore, I guess it depends, because Rose is a vampire. There will be blood with her attacks, so yes. To a certain degree, yes. I think nothing will be over the top or bad. The same as like when it comes to things like lewdness or swear words or anything like that. We'll keep it at a minimum. And I'm definitely more keen for fictional swear words anyway, because it's just more interesting for the world. There's going to be a romance option in the game, and there's definitely been sort of lewd innuendos done, but it's all very kind of, it's not over the top, it's not like ridiculously lewd or anything. So it's definitely the sort of PG-13 probably kind of thing, like not for children but not like R-rated either sort of thing. It's getting that sort of balance. Football with their heads? What's that mean? Hi, yeah. Okay, so now we got to just, because this video at the moment is 2 minutes long and that's too long and it's a little bit messy as well. For now, let's just zoom in so we can see it properly. So we're going to cut it down and get the interesting parts. We don't want a loading thing. Alright, we'll cut that bit off. It's a video editing live stream today. We haven't done one of them before, have we? Yeah, we'll think about what we're going to show, because I definitely want to cut it down to... For some reason, that animation isn't how it looks. A bit weird on the video compared to how it looks on the website. But I've noticed sometimes the animations can be a little bit, they can play up a bit sometimes, especially if it's a slow load or something weird, like your internet's getting all laggy or something. But most of the time they look good. David, thank you for the host. How you doing, David? It's lovely to see you. 100th stream today. It's a good day. And I'm gonna give you guys a new command. Anybody lurking, anybody who's just coming can have a peep at the website. And we're making a video now because we're gonna make a tweet. We're gonna do a promo tweet thing. We're gonna show it off, and you guys can help me spread the word. But we want a fancy video to support the tweet. And I wanna cut out the bits that look a bit there. So I'm not a fan of how those portraits are coming down for this particular bit, just because let's zoom it out just a bit because it looks a bit, there's a few things. There we go. Happy 100th streamers, thank you, Dava. How have you been the last few weeks? Bet you've all been up to loads of good stuff. What have been good? Gone. Okay, so I think at that point as well would be a good point to cut it. Because we've seen the website going down, we don't necessarily need to see it going up. So we can cut this bit. As for that, we can show that off because there's another point in the video where I mean, we could easily just have the start bit, but I kind of like showing us clicking on some of the links as well. So yeah, it's about 2 minutes. So if we can get it down to like 30 seconds, that'd be cool. So let's chop that off here. Now we want to, actually I've got a way to do this. So if we chop that there. That stays on for ages, like, so we don't need it on that long. But we want to show the top bit, so me good, never. David's good. David's what's the word, lawful good, or am I wrong, Dave, for saying lawful good? Neutral good? No, it's not neutral good, it's what's the one that isn't lawful but still good? But not chaotic good, the middle one. That's what Dave is. Do you want to be a player character? As in we can also be a non-player? Okay, yes, you can. You can also be a major NPC or a minor NPC. If you want to take a look, folks, just go on the website, click on those character forms in there. There's a little bit of I've put a description underneath explaining the difference. We can have a quick little browse at that, actually, because I didn't talk about that. I feel like I could. Before, we had these character sheets on Google Forms, and part of them were hidden. You couldn't see the whole character sheet, but now we're having them on the website. So, and you get to see the entire form as well. It's not split into pages. Playable characters are the heroes of the story. Each has their own personal goal. They are controlled by the player in battle and specialise in a class that is unique to them. So yeah, playable characters, anybody that knows an RPG knows what a playable character is. They're the characters that you use in battle, and they have a specialised skill, like warrior, priest, sorcerer, or anything like that, because you use them in battle. And NPCs have those too, but it's not the focus because you don't actually play as them in battle. For example, Kung is an NPC in our game, and she's a huntress, but because she's not a playable character, it's not really the focus. But major NPCs are the allies and the antagonists of the story. They exist to help or hinder the heroes from achieving their goals and also have their own personal goal. They're often reoccurring characters. So you can either go for antagonist or ally depending on what is your real thing. And we've also got minor NPCs, and they kind of differ slightly from the major NPCs. They're not really antagonists or allies. They're more kind of neutral people, and they're sort of the people that hang about in the towns. I know they're often our quest givers, and they're not as reoccurring either because they usually remain in their hometown, the location that you've met them. That's the difference really between a minor NPC and a major NPC. The major one will be a character that consistently pops up in the game in different, wherever you are in the world, as part of the story kind of thing, whereas the minor NPCs are more restricted to their hometown. So if you're interested in making making more of a merchant type sort of guy, or an innkeeper, or we've even got the jobs here as what you do for a living, like if blacksmith, cooks, farmers, anything along those lines, you're going to be a minor NPC rather than a major one. I mean, it's not impossible. I mean, you can still be a major NPC and still be that, but your role in the story would be more reoccurring and you wouldn't really be, yeah, you'd be more prominent. But if I play the game as an NPC, doesn't that make the character immediately a PC? Never mind, I thought that's a question for when you start a game, not make some characters the game form. Oh yeah, it's totally different with the character you use. That's your custom hero. The character you control is separate. They're already in the game, and you go through a sort of process of creating them. The making your own character is actually just put a character in the game. So it's totally a different thing. So like here, if you go and click on all the characters, it shows them all off basically. The custom hero is always a playable character. Like there, that's you, that's who you control. And there's a question mark because you get to choose who they are, as in you pick how they look and their name at the start. So all our community's characters are here. Some of them aren't community characters, like the barrels and these here, actually created by us all in streams. So they don't all have to be community characters, because sometimes we need to fill in the gaps with other characters too. Okay, so back to the video. Neutral good is what you seek. Oh, is that, am I right? Are you neutral good, Diver? Rose, I figured it out for the editing, did you? What have you figured out? I want to know. But yeah, I hope the wording's okay for the character section and it doesn't mislead people into thinking that the character they're making is actually the character you use, like, because that isn't what we're getting at all with this project. It's the character you fill the form in is a normal, any character that can just be added to the game. Okay, so editing time. Bit rough around the edges at the moment. I want to make it, I mean, we can just always go for the simple option, but we'll see how I feel. I want to see what we've all got here. We don't need that anymore. We can chop that bit off. So if you click the area around where the preview is, then go to sequence and sequence settings. Oh, that, if it goes yellow. Oh, it hasn't. What do you mean by click around it? Because I've clicked it here and it's gone yellow. And I've gone to sequence settings, but it's still the same. Doesn't let me change it still. But I might be clicking the wrong thing. Unless you mean to that. Nope, that hasn't worked either. The very first box at the top, it's editing mode and drop down. Oh, editing mode drop down. Yeah, it's greyed out. No matter what I click, it's greyed out. So I can click that and it goes yellow, or I can click the video. But both times the editing mode is greyed out. Strange, isn't it? You're clicking the right thing. Maybe it just doesn't like me. Maybe that's what's happening. It just doesn't like me. But it's no bit. I mean, it'll be good to know. Like, don't get me wrong, but we can't. I mean, the rectangle is totally working, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, that bit looks cool. So if we get it down to this point before we go back up, we don't need to show the foot a bit. Was wrong. Don't have it figured out. You're doing great. See you later. No worries, Exon. It's always worth it to try these things. And maybe one day we'll figure out how to change the size of a video. It could be handy for the future if we ever did one of the square ones. How are you, Rose? It's good to see you. Yeah, it is. I am just glad to be back. Everything's going to be going as normal now. I know it's Friday today. I don't normally stream today. And it'll just be normal Monday to Thursday from next week onwards. But I had to do a Friday stream today without a doubt because I weren't going to wait till Monday. I was impatient to start. Okay, so I'm just thinking what we can show, because we could go on forever and show loads here, but I think showing the clicking of a character sheet might be good, but we might want to change the positioning of it so we can see it a bit higher up. Yeah, it's better because I want to show the hover thing. You don't realise how much 2 minutes is. It's loads of stuff. I thought it'd be quicker to get through it all. But if we can cut it down a lot, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I feel like showing that is a good idea. Oh, we're near it. We think we're nearing the end. Oh, actually, it was only 1 minute and 25. We do all the tidying up mainly when we know what we're having, but was it. Yeah, so show that. Okay, so I've cut it down to the bits that are probably the most interesting. So I'm going to just squish them all together now. See how long it'll be then, and we might just cut it a little bit further. And when we're happy with it, we'll get it up in a tweet. And we can let the world know about the website. Okay, so it's at the moment it's like just over 35 seconds, and I did say 30 seconds was the target, but if we can cut it down to between 20 and 30, who knows. Hype! So that was the only bit I wasn't sure of, the animation for the cats, because I don't know if it actually looks like that on the website. Maybe I had a laggy website at the time, because I don't know, something looks strange about that, but right, so let's move that. Oh, hang on, did the wrong one. But let's just edit it so we're happy with the look of it. I think, yeah, if we can fit all of that on, the text and the logo, then that'll be cool. And yes, this, I would say, is officially episode 1's website page. When we start working on episode 2, we will have a separate main page for that. Because I think splitting them up will stop everything getting a bit overcrowded, and it just kind of you'll only get what's relevant to the episode in the content pages as well, and we can make them look pretty. They'll each have their own logos and own main fixed background image as well. That's Jesus in the Everblue Forest. Jesus is my custom hero, by the way, because if you've been on the website and you can see the silhouette with the question mark, that's because you don't have to have Jesus. So hope you're not disappointed, anybody who thought Jesus was a real character in the game. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crop it there. I might do a little bit of tweaking. Hopefully it flows okay, but we'll see. What happens if we chop this bit out? It might look really weird, but we'll see. Yeah, because it's a bit jumpy if we get rid of that, that's the thing. We might have to do a transition thing. Or we could chop it here and see how it looks there. Yeah, Does this stay in the same spot? No, it starts rolling down after a bit. Can we put like a slow thing on? I don't know. I think we can do that just by right clicking. Speed, that's it. Raindrop Chronicles, the untold story of Jesus. Everyone would be like, what is this religious game? But yeah, it'll be an exciting time to actually think of potential names for the subtitle of episode 1. Well, it'd be a title, wouldn't it? It's not really. It's a subtitle of Raindrop Chronicles, I guess. But it will be the title of episode 1. And yeah, world map as well. You guys didn't know I did that world map, did you? I did that in secret. But like I said, that's a work in progress. Things, who knows, might get switched around. I mean, I'm okay with that location, Forever Bloom Forest and Lakefall. I kind of liked it being on the east, like the south on the east side, because of the way it is theme-wise. Feels a bit more, not completely eastern, but it doesn't feel western. And it's not cold. I feel like there's a snow area, might go to the north. So it just felt right to put it there. And it is at the edge, like it looks like there's an ocean around it, based on where it is, but it doesn't necessarily have to. There could still be another region that reveals itself to the south east of it. We don't know yet. We can always adapt to the shape and what's around it to our liking, as more regions slowly revealed. The Rise and Fall of Jesus, a story in 8 acts. My goodness, that does sound like a religious game for sure. I heard he nailed the ending. Elite, how are you doing? It's so good to see you. How have you been? Feels like we need some catching up to do. What have you been up to, my friend? And guys, I'm going to give you guys the website link again, just in case you've missed it. We weren't here earlier and you want to have a peep. I mean, we got it in the title, but so you can just type it in. But if you're lazy, you can just click the link as well. Oh my god, it's already 5 PM. We need to hurry up and make this tweet. I want to get the tweet up before the end of the stream, because I have to peer pressure you guys into retweeting. And if I wasn't streaming, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay. Okay, so this is a tricky one, because I want it to be a bit slower and transition. Hang on, but I think we do need a sort of transition thing, because it looks very weird, because I did cut it. We'll see though. Can always click the undo thing if we're not happy with how things are going. Speed. Been pretty good, just throwing myself into my teaching. Oh, we've been doing your teaching now. I hope that's been going wonderfully, Elite. I've explored the website and hot damn it is stunning. Oh my god, thank you, Silent. That makes me happy. You are the master of compliments, Silent and Lost. Do you know that? The things you say to both me and to Careless Rex are, well, they put a smile to our faces. Oh, thank you. And how are you, Silent? I hope you've been well. How are things going? Are you still doing your music? Making lesson plans, getting ready for student teaching. That sounds like a busy time. Are you on hold with your RPG Maker project for a while then, Elite, while you're doing your teaching? Which is totally understandable, because it's very hard to multitask. And these games, they steal a bunch of your life away, don't they, when you do them? I try to work hard in my compliments for those that deserve them. Well, thank you. That means the world to me. We're making a video, like a sort of what we're going to use for our tweet. It's going to be with our tweet. This video is to show off the website, because not everybody's going to bother clicking the link, are they? They'll just scroll past it. But if we have a video, then we can force it in people's faces. And nobody will be able to resist clicking on the website. That's the goal. Bonsai Heroes is back, burning until the summer. Oh, so you'll be revisiting it in the summer. Well, I'll be excited. I'll be very excited, Elite, for you to be back. And I'm very much interested to see how your game development goes. But totally understandable that to get your priorities right, that's for sure. How can anyone resist a barrel with a bra? Stay thirsty, I know, right? That barrel, she's going to be... People underestimate Meryl the barrel. They think she's just basic. I've heard that described as that, but I'm going to make sure she is a stunning character. Her character arc is going to be something. She's going to shock people. She's very, very underestimated. But I agree, Stay. I think she's meant to hook you in. That's for sure. She's the eye-catching one of the crew. Interesting thing I noticed is that you can't middle mouse click to bring up that scrolling option thingy. Oh, middle mouse click, let me do that now. What scrolling option? You know what, I'm a noob now, son. I don't think I've ever done that before, so it's my bad. But maybe, because I do have a plugin. I have a plugin that prevents people like highlighting text. If you look, you can't make it blue. You used to be able to, but I got rid of it because it looks prettier if people can't grab hold of all the text. So maybe it was that plugin kind of disabled any kind of thing like that. I think, yeah, you can right click. Originally you couldn't right click, but I put that back because people generally like tabbing links, don't they? So I think it's probably best to keep the right clicking. Okay, back to our video. You know the little circle that appears and scrolls up or down if your mouse is above or below it? I don't actually know what it's called. Don't think it's related, though it could be. Well, I'll have a little look and see. I'll look into that. I need to figure out what it is and look on other websites and figure some things out. We've got a couple of things to sort out, that's for sure. There's something else that got mentioned on stream today, but it's probably just a small thing as well. But yeah, feel free to let me know if there's anything that sticks out to you with the website. I am no pro, that's for sure. So there might be might be a few odd things. Underestimate Meryl at your own peril. It rhymes, so it's true. That's amazing, Elite. I feel like that could be a title of an episode. No, I'm joking, but it is good. You know, it could be a line in the game, a dialogue line that Axel, the oil drum, might say, because he's a charmer. He'd do anything to defend his Meryl. Rose, remind me of my computer science professors. I do. Do I? Why? What reminds you? What's the similarity? I can't say that word. Still as much dialogue from me. Elite is very good, has a good way with words, I have to say. You have definitely influenced some of the dialogue of this game and the characters. I mean, we wouldn't have our fruits if it wasn't for you. All those wacky fruits. We'll be revisiting the fruits again as soon as we finish the hijacking cutscene, so that'll be fun. Okay, so move that across. Yeah, I think if we had a little bit of a transition there, it won't look as bad. Because we might have to add a few throughout the video anyway, because it gets a bit sudden in places. I don't know if we necessarily have to. Because all you see is white and black text. You're not going to actually see what it says. So I don't think we need to scroll for that. But as long as people know that you can click that to be a playable character. I feel like I could zoom in there as well to focus on that bit maybe. So how are we going to do that? Is there a zoom in transition? Let's have a look. I'm no pro at video editing. I just put things together and do my best. Don't even know where the effects section is, so that tells you what a pro I am. Oh, there we go. I might need to get myself a snack in a bit because I'm getting peckish. I shouldn't say why. I'm so curious though now. Superfruit friends. Blueberry's the best. Zexion would disagree though. He thinks blueberries are the devil's son. Video effects. Have we got a zoom? Yeah, we have. So what will happen? We do that. We don't need sound, we can get rid of the audio. Well, that actually, I don't know about that particular transition, but it might work for some. But I didn't want that zoom. That's not what I was after. I'm actually, an actual zoom was what I was at, so it could go in, but it could look cool. Certain things like that in some areas. There's gonna be, there has to be a way, I'm just not looking in the right area. Right, let's do a search for this. It's probably something super simple. Guess to explain the middle mouse, you'd have to go to a different website. Middle mouse, click anywhere on the web page. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Oh right, I see. It just like makes you go to the bottom, does it? I've just done it now and a little tiny circle icon has come up and it's just letting me scroll up and down wherever I want. Saves me having to do it. Oh, I get that. That's actually quite neat. I can't believe I didn't know about that. But yeah, what I'll do, I don't know why it doesn't show. I'll look into it. Maybe there's a way to enable that. Because for those of you that are too lazy to scroll, it could be pretty useful. So, but yeah, I understand why that's a good feature. It's not being lazy. It's just far more convenient, I suppose. Hi Binary, crikey, that website is proper nice. Thank you, I appreciate that. How are you, Binary? We're making a video at the moment so we can do a tweet with a nice video to show it off, and you guys, I hope you at least like it or comment even. Not everybody likes to retweet, but a like or a comment is also very appreciated. The speed depends on how far your mouse is from the circle. Just notice it, because I guess this totally by habit. Yeah, it becomes second nature, I suppose, once you know it. You know, now I know of it, son, I'm going to end up doing it all the time. I'm going to end up doing it. But it's like something like that is ideal for, you know, a very long scrolling to kind of website, and that is definitely kind of website we've got here, so it could be handy for sure. I'm crap at making videos, it stresses me out. We make the artist at work make them. He hates it also. We make him as nicely until he accepts. I quite enjoy video editing, funnily enough. I think it's quite a fun thing to do, to see something, especially when it's done at the end and you watch it, you can think, yeah, I've made that. But it can be a little bit tricky sometimes getting it looking how you want, which is why I'm looking on Google now for how to do something. Yeah, a sort of pan and zoom effect. Motion, oh right, I get it. It's under the motion bit, and it does this kind of like a tween thing. I don't know if that's the right term, but yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. So I guess the question is now, am I gonna do a rush job of this video so I can get the tweet up before the end of stream? Or am I gonna put some actual time into making a really very pretty video? We'll see where we are in another half an hour, because we've still got a decent bit of stream time left. But what I'm going to do is, if I don't finish it today and get the tweet up, I'm going to be doing it this evening after my dinner, and once it's done, I'm going to make an announcement in the Discord. So I'm going to put the Discord command in again, in case some of you aren't in there. I'll make an announcement with the video and tweet link in Discord, and then you can help me spread the word. I'm hungry. Should I get a snack? You know when you're peckish and you really want a snack, but at the same time you don't want to get your butt off your chair? That's what I'm like. Because especially when I'm really like into something, I find it really difficult to get up, because I just want to do it. I'm going to alert for now is just checking in to take a look at the brand new website during the downtime of the big StarCraft event I'm currently watching. Much love and fantastic job. Well, thanks for stopping by, Simon. It's lovely to see you, and thank you for the wonderful compliments, and I hope you have a wonderful day. You are awesome. Okay, so let's get a master. Be a master at zooming in. That'll be something to do. So just if we move that just there for a sec, I can just cross it off and open it again, that's fine. So it's motion and scale. I don't know how to do the tweening thing, but we'll figure it out. Actually, I could just read the tutorial. Set position the playhead where the movement will begin. Okay, so that it might be super simple. We'll put the playhead at the start. Well, we'll put it there actually. We'll let it run for a second. So the scale's how I want it to be. Click the stopwatch. Oh, okay, stopwatch. That. There. Sneaky little icon that I didn't know about. No. Right, so I think it's super simple really. put it there. Oh, snow. Don't want black bars. They're fugly. I don't know if that's worked. There's no blue thing on. Oh, it has. It's worked, but there's a weird black bar. How are we gonna do that? I think it's because we didn't turn the clock on for position, wasn't it? Why that's happened. So let's just. $4.80. We'll have to turn the clock on for position 2, and then it'll probably be okay. No, it's still there. There. Got a bit weird. I don't know what happened there. Let's go back to the start. This is weird. This is weird. This is. It's too much hard work. I wish there's more visual indicators of where they are. Have I not got something ticked? It's a bit confusing. I feel like starting this bit again. Zoom in super close. Might look, let's see. Yeah, silly black bars, go away. It's my fault because I shouldn't have recorded it so that it was at the bottom. I don't know if there's a way around that. So if we put it a bit higher. Okay, so that does actually stop the black bars. Okay. It's not on the screen for long enough, so let's move. I'll have a bit of a transition here probably as well, because it looks a bit, I don't like how they just appear without any build up. It's a bit jarring. Sometimes when I've done stream video editing that, it looks fine to not put the transitions, but this might need them. Let's see some special effects and see how they work. Try a few. No, some aren't going to work at all, and others might be fine. Just got to experiment. We don't need it to be long. That didn't even do anything. Ew, that's horrible. It makes it look broken. Some of them aren't really ideal. We could just have a simple fade in and fade out, I guess. Some of these look a bit over the top. I mean, in certain occasions these could work well, but I think we want to kind of at least show that this is what you have. This is what happens when you click on it. Because it could be misleading to have one at this point. Just gonna try something. How long did I have this up for? My goodness. I want to see whether I can show it popping, because we'd at least get that rather than it just suddenly being there. I have to go back to the start to show that. God, I must have had it up for ages because this is going on forever. There we go. So yeah, you see the transition a bit more at least. You see it fading in, which is what we want to show really. But it's not positioned correctly. That's the thing. Damn video editing. Legion skill tree is done for now. Just want to make sure if I have enough skills on it and if it's possible to add more. So later if you have any feedback, Rose. Cool, Akira. Well, yeah, as you might know or might not know, when it comes to the skills, whenever your character's introduced, it all depends on when they're introduced really, but the skill tree building will be gradual over the course of the game. Like for Rose at the moment and the custom hero, they've only got 4 skills each, because that's what the Everbloom Forest area will probably only unlock. But when we get to the next dungeon, we will do their next few skills that come after that. It's all going to be a step at a time thing, but it certainly helps that you've got them all planned out, because that's just very organised, for sure, to have it all there ready. So how am I going to do this? A tricky one. I could always delete that and start again. I've got a plan. It's a bit messy, and I'm not sure if I can pull it off, but we'll see. See if we can do it. Thank you, Gaming Boy, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Skill discussion. Oh, skill discussion is the perfect channel for things like that. So yeah, if there's ever anything, just pop it in there. Welcome, Gaming Boy. We are celebrating our website launch today. So feel free to have a look, have a peep. Anybody else who's lurking as well, feel free to have a peep. And we make a video so it can go in our tweet that we'll be putting up later today. Probably be when I'm off stream, this will go up. We'll see. I mean, if it's the video editing, if I want to go all out to make it really fancy, I might not put the tweet up until tomorrow morning. So if you don't see anything up on my Twitter today, then just assume that I'm holding off until tomorrow to get it finished. Because I kind of don't want to put a tweet too late, because everyone will be in bed then. So it all depends what the time is. Oh, congratulations, thank you. It's so much easier now, because when people come in stream, I don't have to spend 5 minutes telling each and every single person what we're doing and how it all works, this community game we're making. I can just give them the website instead. So I feel like what's on our main page kind of sums things up. But there will probably be things added and changed over time, I'm sure, because we want to keep it updated. Want to get a credits and FAQ section in, a sneak peek section, and anything that will really be cool over time. Unless they're on mobile and can't watch to go to the website at the same time, then you're gonna have to explain. Yeah, that's a great idea. It's boring to say same thing every time. Yeah, as a streamer, that's definitely what happens. You sometimes have to repeat yourself, and I don't mind if it makes another person get some sort of enjoyment from this, then I don't mind at all. But it's definitely going to be just a lot easier because I can focus on other things, like what we're doing in the game. I don't have to pause myself, and we can work on being productive with the game instead. But yes, the mobile, we do have a mobile version. It's a lot more of a simplified site on mobile at the moment. Now we don't have the links to the sub pages, but we've got the main page, and the main page is enough to sum things up for people anyway. That's the important part. The sub pages are just like where all the links are for like the character sheets, the screenshots, the poll screenshots, the story so far videos. But I definitely want to make a Discord channel where all those links are put on there, just for people who don't have access to a computer, and also our YouTube channel as well will have the story so far videos and all the VODs as well of the stream. I haven't put the VODs up on the website, but I feel that the YouTube channel's the perfect place for those. Gonna leave for now. Take care, everyone. See you next time. And it definitely would have been too much maintenance to put a VOD up every single day on the website. So, and yeah, take care, Akira. Thanks for hanging out. It's been lovely to see you again, and I hope you have an awesome day. Good with Discord on mobile, yes. We do have the character sheets up on the Discord currently, so we have got those. But I do want to put all the old polls up and anything that's important that is on the website as well. My tummy's doing a rumble. Okay, so hang on. Forgot where I was with this. Yeah, there we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in from this point instead. The problem is it will also zoom this in and it'll be in a funny position, so we'll have to zoom back out. I'm going to try and pull that off and see if that can work. But if we put the clock on that, about there maybe. So yeah, I'm spending quite a bit of time just getting a video put together. I know that it's just I can just be lazy and be like, just click on the link, just go on the website and you'll see. But people on Twitter are busy, and you know, they might not have the time to actually bother to click the website. So if we make a video to show it off, they'll be more inclined. It's going to grab their eye a bit more. So it's just a nice promo trailer for the website, I guess, and its launch. And nice to put in a bit of effort to show that off and practice with my video editing skills as well. True Baldy, how's it going? It's so good to see you. How have you been the last few weeks? My Discord username is Leicester Pro. Oh, so you've joined. Thank you for joining our Discord, Gaming Boy. Our Discord is everything will go in there. Like when I go live, I'll make an announcement, even though we do have a schedule. If there's ever a stream cancellation for whatever reason or streams late, it'll always go up on Discord. And that's the way for you guys to be updated on what's happening with the streams. And we chat in there too, about anything, and also about the game too. One thing I want to ask is, which engine did you use to make the game? RPG Maker MB. And I am aware that the website doesn't really talk about that much, but there will be an FAQ page. That's a plan. I'm gonna gather some questions that could go in there, and that's one of them actually. What engine, what program is being used? It is actually in the stream title though, so can always have a look in there, in the title below this stream. It says RPG Maker MV, but for people who've only just looked at the website, they might want to know too, so I can put in the FAQ page. I have got an about section here, this footer bit, and it does talk about RPG Maker there, but I didn't want to make RPG Maker the focus of the project, because I feel like RPG Maker is just the tool. It's a good one though, don't get me wrong, but there was more other things to say really. I wanted to focus more on the actual storytelling and world building part of the project. I'm good. How about you, Rose? I'm doing great, True Baldy. Today's a good day because I'm back to stream, and I've launched our website for Raindrop Chronicles. So put it in again. I'm going to spam you all with this command. And yeah. And I'm glad you're good too, True Baldy. It's always good to hear that. I can't believe that it's been 3 weeks. It feels so long. You use Unreal Engine, but you never finished a game. I believe in you. You will one day. And Unreal Engine's for pros, that's for sure. Because I'm no coder. I've talked about that a bit in my footer. I'm not a coder. I'm more of a creative. I like stories. I like coming up with ideas and concepts, and I'm more that sort of person. And I suppose sometimes if you're a creative type person, you need to be able to learn to code, to put what you're imagining in your head together. So that's what I'm doing. I'm slowly learning as I go along, sort of thing. It really has been a while. I know, I never knew I was going to be gone so long. It happened because the website just ended up being a lot bigger than I expected in terms of getting it up and running. And I promised you guys that the 100th stream was going to be the website launch, and I wanted to keep that promise. And also, it's really helped to just focus on this, because I know that if I was working on it while streaming, working on the game and then just doing the website at nights or weekends, it would have taken another month or two to get up and running. So at least it's done now and everything's back to normal now. Schedules are all back. Me next stream, take care, Gaming Boy. I will be Monday to Thursdays. I stream Friday. This is just a one-off, this Friday stream, simply because it's a special stream. It's not an official proper stream really. It's just a special stream because we're not even working on the game today. We're more like just chatting and talking about the website. But take care. Have an awesome day. So how is this looking? Let's have a peep again. Swag Based, thank you for the follow. Swag Based Overlord, welcome to the stream. It's good to meet you all new peoples. Okay, so now this is the tricky bit, because I really want to show. I think the fade in thing looks good, but obviously we don't want to show it, so I mean, we can always just do the thing where we zoom it out again, but it might look a bit unnatural, but we'll say no harm in trying. Don't know if it'll look right if I do it here though. We'll have a look. I can always do the undo thing. Yeah, you can see it going up, which is what we didn't want. Undo. So we might have to do it a bit after and see if that works. Still, we don't want it at all to show this screen going up there. It wouldn't matter as much if the character screen did that, but definitely not this bit. So I've got another idea. If we cut it here, then it might not do that. every stream with you is a proper stream, Rose, because you're a proper lady. I love how you've put proper with an A instead of ER. It's great, because that's exactly how I speak. I love my A's. I love ending my words with an A instead of ER. It's like when I say the word pooter, I don't go pooter. I say pooter. It's much cuter, in my opinion. See, that was me trying to do my posh British accent. Pooter. It's ridiculous. And if you don't know what a pooter is, it's passing gas. It's my word for the F word. Well, why is it doing this? I feel like if it didn't show it there, it would be perfect. It's just such a... Why is there a random black bar there all of a sudden? Let's fix this. These shenanigans. This is uncalled for. Okay, so if we cut it here, it's 100% up now. So at this point, we can move it. Wouldn't it be really cool to be a video editor that could just whip up a video in like 10 minutes? That would be pretty badass, but you know, it's what videos. I don't know about you guys, if you've like done YouTube videos or anything to that degree, but it's a very time consuming thing to just get it exactly how you want. I find it is anyway. Especially when you're like me, because everything has to be a certain way. I'm never satisfied with that'll do. I'm seeing that looks gross, because it's just sudden. Like, that's fine, but I want the transition to be smooth at that point. I don't want it to be like really sudden and jarring. I don't know why that happens. Let's figure out why that is. I have an idea. I probably did it wrong. It's my fault. But yeah, I thought I did the playhead there. We'll see again. Makes it look like I did it at the start instead. No, it's being silly again. I don't want you to start here. I want you to start here. Maybe I have to move it more here. Hey, hi Viv, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? It's good to meet you. Anybody that's lurking? Don't forget, we've got a new website. Doing good, good to hear it. I've still got a little friend down here. I've just realised he's been with me on stream today. Put him here. He's only meant to come out during special moments. That's a bit better. Still a bit fast. Maybe that was the issue. It was a bit soon. So if I put it up there even more, it'll probably be better. Look at you, Silent and Lost. Oh, and also, because Silent Lost has just reminded me with the raindrop thing, as you can see, that whole part of the site is more visual now than it was on the FAQ page. I even did myself a little raindrop, 500 raindrops icon, to just make clear that that's the amount of raindrops you need. There's a little note at the bottom, I don't know if you have noticed, but it does say that in the event of a high number of submissions, the raindrops required might increase. That is if we ever came to the point with this project where people were like reaching the 500 very fast and there was too many to control. And at the moment, I think the 500 is the perfect balance for our community size and the amount of people that fill in character forms. It's about the right speed and amount that we want coming in, I'd say. We're not like exactly overrun with characters. We've got a few, but so it's fine at the moment. But I've got that there just so people are aware of that, because otherwise you might get a bit salty if just one day I'm like, yeah, 1,000 raindrops now, folks. You go over 1,000, and then people will be gutted. They'll be like, oh no. But with the warning, you'll know that it's always possible for that kind of thing to happen. But like I say, it all depends on how things are. Right now, things are fine. Just making an interpreter for the new programming language I made making. Oh, that sounds fun. Well, it's fun if you like programming, I guess. But good luck with that, Viv. I hope it all goes well. Are you able to alter the rate that raindrops are collected in that scenario? So always leave it 500, but changing the rate is basically the same thing. Oh, as in like change it so that instead of one raindrop every 10 minutes, it'd be one every 20. That's a possibility too. I think the reason I probably might not do that is because people who have already got like loads of raindrops, like say Rex and that, it might not be fair to think that it was different then, if you know what I mean. Like people might think, oh well, it shows that it would be nice to keep it completely consistent and always being the same, because then the amount of raindrops you get is very dependent on the hours that you've spent on stream. But it wouldn't hurt, like, to just do a new icon with 1,000. It's not like that's going to be something that's going to happen a lot. It would only be if there's ever a demand and it has to be done. Like if we ever got a larger community and there was a lot of people getting that amount, then I'd have no choice, because we wouldn't be able to we wouldn't be able to keep up, should I say, with the characters. It would be too many. But yeah, we'll say we judge as things go. It's definitely not something that's on the agenda as things are. So if you're coming close to your 500 raindrops at the moment, then you're fine. You can fill in your sheets. It's not something that's going to be happening unless, like we say, but we'll see. Okay, how is this looking again? Did I do it? No, I didn't. Is it already 6 p.m? No way. Yeah, it goes a bit like sudden, that's what it does. Suddenly there, and then it just, ooh, and then it's super smooth. I think I know, I probably shouldn't have made that cut, that's why. If I didn't make the cut, then that might have not been an issue, so just put it here. It doesn't matter if the video is a few seconds longer, I guess, just because of... Oh, hang on, that wasn't meant to happen. Yeah, the problem is if I don't do the cut thing, it starts moving too soon. But it doesn't look as too bad. Just a bit slow. Can we speed that up? Speed it up even more. But you hardly get a chance to see the do you want to be a playable character bit, so I might have to... My trick for this is to cut the scene I want and just speed. Just make the speed like 10% or something on a tiny bit, and then at least you get to see it for longer. That is better than it was anyway. So far we've got... Yeah, we need to add a sort of transition there as well because it's a little bit sudden. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, it's not perfect. I kind of just want to spend a bit of time on this, on making it look okay and have it be a really good showcase. So I'm not going to rush it tonight, guys. I'm going to get this up tomorrow. It's Saturday tomorrow, and I'll probably get it up tomorrow at the same time I normally start my stream. We'll see if we can do that, or it might be just a bit after. So about 24 hours from now, or a little bit less than that, and we'll get the tweet up. I'll make an announcement of it in the Discord when it's up. Because it doesn't matter that we do this tweet a day after launch, you know. It's no big deal. Would have been nice to get it up to our stream, but I'd rather spend time making a showcase to show it off. But I would super appreciate it if you gave the tweet a bit of love when it's up tomorrow as well, so we can get the website seen by many eyes. Well, there's just literal limit to characters in a sense, so when thousands of folks are making characters, instead of putting them all in this game, they would probably be put into sequels or spin-offs. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, we can't, you know, when it gets to a certain point, we're gonna feel like we've got enough characters. And when it gets to that point, we will have to raise the raindrop limit then, because You know what I mean? It just, you have to we just have to have the odd one coming in it at a certain point. We can't keep having them left, right and centre. So when the time comes that we feel is the time to raise them, we definitely will. And it's as the development goes on, I mean, we're still very early. I mean, still episode 1, still quite reasonably early in episode 1 too. We said that the release of episode 1 will probably be this year. I remember when I said it was going to be the spring. Remember when we said, oh, episode 1 will be out in April? Nope. It's more going to be the end of the year. Because it's, the development is like that. Cyberpunk has delayed theirs, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It happens. But I would still like to keep the 2020 goal for an episode 1 release, and I think that's definitely doable. Not the spring, but autumn, winter, more likely, because we've got a decent bit of content made. We've got a bit of story going on now. We just want more quests. We want more side quests, more main quest, a bit more. We want it to be at least a few hours of playtime. Yeah, so the characters that are there that will be in episode 1, I'm sure there won't be that many, you know. We've got Rose, we've got the hero, we've got the Barrels, we've got Nigel and Fiona Bookington, and it's only Rose out of all the community characters that has been introduced so far, and I'm sure at some point in episode 1 we'll have some more be introduced. I have no doubt about that, but it definitely won't be a large percentage of them. Some of the characters there will be in episode 2 or even 3 will be introduced. So, you know, they'll all be spread out over the course throughout the episodes. And there's definitely going to be a lot of characters in the game. We're going to have lots of quest NPCs, and we've not put a limit on playable characters either, because we've got a lot of classes to be taken up. I think we've got at least 10 more playable classes that are up for grabs. So there's definitely a lot of spaces left, but we don't want them all to be gone overnight, do we? We don't want to think by the summer all the playable characters will be all used up, because then that doesn't leave room for new people to potentially be one either. So it's nice to still have those slots open. Rose knows what she's doing. I'm just brainstorming for when the inevitable fans come pouring in. Yeah, you kind of have to be prepared for that. I don't want to get cocky or anything, because, you know, this game always might remain just a humble thing between a small community, but you gotta just think just in case. So if that ever does happen, that would be an example of when the currency would be raised for Raindrops. Do what enemies do have a tournament art featuring hundreds of different unique characters? Problems of, yeah, and I'm sure if we ever did get a massive influx of characters and we were like, oh wow, we've actually got more characters than we thought, and we'd just have a big city and they'd all live there. We'd do it somehow. I mean, you can see our world map. We've only got Everbloom Forest. There's going to be a ton of places, and all the characters will live somewhere in that world. You might not even make an appearance till the final episode or the penultimate episode, you know. We don't want to rush and just have everyone be in episode 1, because everybody has to make their appearance when the time is right. You know, whenever the right point is in the story for them to fit in. So we'll wait and see. And I can see I've gone past my streaming time, everybody. So I will have to close things up now. I did want to get a bit further with the trailer, but it's something I'm going to work on tonight and tomorrow. Get it up and tweeted, so keep an eye on the Discord for the announcement, or on my Twitter. Tomorrow at some point, expect it. So get things closed up. I'm going to give you again the project command so people can see. If you're just popping in right now, we are slowly closing up the stream, but don't forget to check out the website that we've launched today. Have a good weekend, Rose. Thank you, Silence. I am going to have to unfortunately rush off. I do like to sometimes give someone a host, but because it's like 6:10, my dinner's immediately ready because I'm being naughty and being late. So take care, folks, and I will see you all, I was going to say tomorrow, but I will see you all on Monday, and we'll be back to our normal Monday to Thursday streaming schedule. Congrats on 100 streams. Thank you, Gretchen. Thank you, Rex. Thank you, Silent Dava, for hanging out as well. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. And thanks for being awesome and for all the awesome comments on the website. You will create an amazing world and community all at the same time. Yay! That's awesome. I know. I love world building. So it keeps me motivated to create a world. So I have fun doing that. Take care, chat. All the best.